Oh, I don't want a video. What the hell? A photo. That's tough. That was glad we're doing that. Okay. Oh, it's in Jing. Maybe can't zoom that way. It's difficult. I can't zoom. Okay, that's maybe difficult. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, yeah. Yep. New timeout lengths. You can now put people in timeout for different lengths, ranging from 10 to 20, 10 seconds to 24 seconds. Why would I want to do that to anybody? Why would I want to put anybody in a timeout? Why would I want to put anybody in a timeout? Other than myself, right? I'm here. I mean, I think I'm the only person that I would want to put in a timeout. So it appears there's something inside of here, right? Right inside of here, like really far back there, right? And there's a bone. And it's on either side. Press back and forth. See, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe pressing it back and forth. Bless you, Chandler. Bless you. Bless your soul. Okay, so there's this bone. Behind it, there's something. I don't know what it is. But I get the need to like put my fingers behind it. Just push it forward to like get the pressure off of whatever is in there. There's something in there, right? So I'm just trying to get the pressure off it. And then I like move my head over a little bit, push it down, push my neck up. It's a game I like to play. It's called Follow the Pain. So there's a pain here, little pain, you know? And I usually have a pain there, like just a little pain, just a little pain, little bit of pain. So I kind of press on it and feel it. I want to touch it a little bit and see what about it causes the pain. And then I'm like, just feeling around, you know? And there's stuff in there. We can call it stuff if you want. But I don't know. Is it really necessary for me to call it anything? I'm touching it right now. It's right here. This is it. This is the thing. Right now. Right now, it's the thing. Later, it could be something else. So I'm going to follow this down a little bit, right? And there's like, it appears to be some other stuff in there. Maybe some bone or something, who knows? And I got my throat there. And I can take my fingers and even get it behind there. When I do this, oh my God, it's crazy. I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. I feel like I could throw up, and then it feels like there's like a bunch of phlegm and mucus behind there, whatever that is. I don't know what it is. Something, but, you know, I'm not a fucking doctor here. I'm not a doctor here. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. But I do have hands, and doctors have hands, and I think that's one thing that we have in common. I think that both doctors and me have hands, and not all doctors have hands. And well, guess not all of me have hands either. There's many different ways to look at that, but me in my current state, in this physical body here, I have hands, and I can touch my body. I can look into the mirror. I can feel if I want to. So press here. Pain. Pain grows behind my ear, in my ear, behind my ear, up in my head. It's crazy, right? So find that bone, and I get my hand on it, and I get my thumb on it, right? And apparently I can pop my shoulder out of place. I don't know why that happens, but I don't know if I should be doing this. No one told me not to do it, but it's one of the things releasing the pain, because there's a pain. I have a terminal illness. I mentioned yesterday, and I'm just trying to deal with the pain, in any way I can. And there's been many ways that have been offered to me to do this, and I really haven't really delved. I haven't delved delving. I haven't really delved. I've delved. I haven't really just tried feeling this stuff. I have, but not like seriously, you know what I mean? Like not for like ever, not for eternity while I'm in this physical body. I've been like, probably been doing this for about, I don't know, 10 years, maybe more, maybe less, depending on what you consider this is. But times I don't do it at all. Times I do it a lot. I kind of like feel like it helps, and then it doesn't help, and then it helps, and then it doesn't help. And then, I'm always looking for the problem. Always looking for the problem. I think that's the problem. Or the solution. Because if there was no solution, there would be no problem. So I'm thankful for the solution, really. I mean, I really am waiting. I'm really waiting. I'll be waiting for the solution. Until someone tells me what the solution is. I'm going to be waiting here. I know the solution is something. I know I could search it out if I want to. Apparently, you just go talk to somebody. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. You guys might get a chance to see how my communication is with the people if they come to the corner. Something I do. I don't know. I can't identify what it is. You guys need to help me out. Something I'm doing wrong when I'm talking to people. And I'm taking a video of it. I want to see if it's my face. Do I make a face? Do I make a sound? Is it a sound? Is it the way I say something? Is it the way I interpret the information in the moment? Is it, I don't know what it is, What is it? It's something, I know that for sure. It's a thing. You just press up on that bone. God knows what this bone is. And you just press up on it. And you're releasing stuff. And you're releasing some things. And it feels crazy. And you just keep it going. So there's a point in time that I got into some things and decided that I wanted to be done with those things. So I picked up another thing, and then I held on to that thing. And then I was like, yeah, this thing's better. Yeah. And then, I think just over time, when you do something like that, just the thing weighs you down, whatever the thing is. Because there's an initial thing. There's like an initial thing you're trying to, stuff. And then so you gotta think about what thing it is that is affecting your stuff, and then you gotta remove that thing. So some things are better than other things. Some things are better than other things sometimes, and worse for other things other times. Worse for other things sometimes. Sometimes better for things at better or most of the time. So it's just like it's like this like I mean it can really go on forever. We can just keep making. So you just gotta make sure that you're not acknowledging that it's something. It's got to be something. I mean, if it wasn't something, I mean, then it would be nothing. And I don't believe in nothing. I believe in everything. I believe in every single thing. So even if there was nothing to believe in, I would have to say nothing is a sound, less than anything. It's an utterance. So it has to be something. It's a reverberation. So it has to be something. You know, I would say, if nothing else, it's something. If nothing else, nothing is something. If nothing else, nothing could be nothing, though the production of the word nothing is something, because you have to put energy into creating a word, creating such a word as nothing. And therefore, that's something. Nothing is just a concept, you know? It's an abstract concept, abstract concept, you know? I was thinking this morning, it's like, woke up, wasn't feeling good. And sometimes I just wake up. It's been happening a long time. And just sweating, just sweating. And I feel really run down and weird. And, you know, I've been in and out of feeling hopeless in that state or scared. Like I was stuck. I was like stuck in a corner or something. And I was looking for an answer. I was looking for to call it something, you know. And this morning was different. It was a little bit different. I kind of woke up, had the feeling, and immediately just started breathing. And you know, I'm my chest, like this neck pain goes all the way down inside my chest. It feels like someone's squeezing this area. Like when I breathe, it feels like big pressure right here in my chest. Um, so it's difficult to breathe. So I probably just stop breathing, start breathing really shallow over time. And so from there, I just started breathing. Like I was like, I don't know what to do. Kind of stuck, just breathing, just kind of hanging out. And we'll see where it goes, you know. So I just did that. I did that, and I did that, and I felt remarkably better. Um, I don't like calling things anything, but I know you have to call it something. And it's all stuff. Inevitably, that's what it boils down to. But the feeling that I would get before is I guess most similar to hopelessness. Like I was trying to say something and nobody was listening. And but I think that's been like that for a long time in different ways for many people. I mean, it doesn't have to be this situation. And some people feel unheard. Some people feel really heard. Some people may be heard and feel unheard. Some people may not be heard and feel heard. I mean, this goes on and on and on. I mean, we could make up endless variations of this. There's probably only actually like 8 or something like that, but then there's variations within those. So, I mean, we could go on and on and on and on and on and on. The fact of the matter is, I'd say 6. 6. But and then variations of those 6. It's got to be between somewhere 6 and 8. You could definitely make 8. If you can make 6, you can make 8. We can figure it out. But the point is I'm trying to get to the bottom, the root of the problem, if you will. And it starts within me, I go see the doctor, talk to my wife, talk to friends, I can barely talk. Just a little pressure on that is like puts so much weirdness in my throat. It's weird. And I don't like to make things serious, why waste our time on being serious? So I've kind of built a persona of not being serious. I don't know why. I can't tell why. There's got to be something. Like I don't know what it is, but I would assume it's something. Like if anything, it's something. And I know it is. So I've had a lot of time to just, I'm really trying to think of what I was talking about. Like it literally left my mind. The guy, the owner of the company that I'm working at right now, just walked in the door and kind of not talking to anybody here. I don't like them right now. I'm very happy with them. For various reasons, I don't think I'm going to talk about it right now. But I just told him that I'm sitting down and I don't know what else to do. What am I supposed to do? Stand up? Okay. Then what? You gonna tell me to do something? Probably not. I'm not gonna do anything. Thank you. There's a certain level of respect that one needs in order to feel fulfilled, feel like it's worth their time. And if we're not striving to do that for every person, I have my own way of dealing with things. I have my own way of feeling respected. And I don't understand the hierarchy thing. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm pretty nice to people. I would say I'm pretty nice to people. Regularly nice. I've been pushed to limits before, many times. Many times. And it's usually not the person's fault. It's not the person's fault. It's not my fault. Here at the workplace, it's solely the owner's fault. Now, we can get back to an individual level on how everybody makes personal choices, but there's a culture within an establishment. And if that culture promotes and almost instigates people to behave a certain way, then it's almost rewarded. It's rewarded for people to act a certain way. And I just I can't do that here anymore. Like I won't do that anymore. And I've known for a while that I wasn't going to do it. I've known that I didn't want to do it. But I just had like a last straw kind of moment here. And so I'm just chilling. So probably eat something in a second. I don't know. This pain. Whew. What the hell? But since I've been doing this, a lot of this chest feeling, this super tightness in my chest is kind of went okay. For the moment, I mean, like it's still there, but it's not as bad, you know. So I would say it's pretty good, you know. Not perfect by any means. I can kind of, I don't know if like pull my jaw out or something, but there's like a pain here, like right here. It goes all the way up, and it connects to that pain that's up there that I keep messing with. It's very, very stiff right here, very hard, and it actually goes what appears to be like on an angle through my collarbone, and then in and out my shoulder. So just like this, it almost takes pressure. I should work it back into the thing. Putting my neck down like this. Deep pressure, pressing on my spine here. Feels like being pushed out this way, and then a deep pressure that pushes my spine out that way, in my middle of my back. I mean, that's what my head, I mean, I would assume is closest that I could get it to the position it's supposed to be in. So, obviously it's exaggerated a little bit, but this causes pain, and, you gotta have good posture. It's just, it's not sitting right here. I know it's not sitting right there. It's causing problems. A lot of twitching causing in my eye. Oh, fuck. Pull up on the chair a little bit, right? I'm trying to get my shoulders to come down. My neck to sit. Whew. A lot of stuff going on all over here. It's weird stuff. It's weird stuff. Are you serious? Why it stopped at 3? Oh, I looked at it and it was like 3:35 and sitting there. Is that on a delay or something? I don't get it. Pressure. Pass up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pee in a second. Gotta make it happen. Gotta make that pee happen. Lunch. Okay. Time to go pee. Oh fuck. What is that called? Xiphoid? Xiphoid. Alright, I got the so sorry. See, that's a movie. PH. So I knew it was something. I have a mess on there. Bone. Gear. Okay. Got that bone there. Hybrid being bone. Bone. We got the trachea. We got the clavicles. This is how all this goes together. That's the anterior thyroid muscle. Gynoid. Thyroid muscle. What's it got your thyroid muscle there? Oblique line thyroid cartilage. So, what is that? Sternothyroid muscle? Scapula? A scapula attaches to this too? Jesus Christ. What? This is a mess. What the heck? Hyoid. hyoid bone problems. Hyoid bone. Hyoid bone. Greater horn. Xiphoid ligament. Inferior corners of restricted muscle. Epidiotis. Body of the thyroid bone. So, yeah. What is this? Yeah, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. What's going on? Oh, trachea. Trachea. Trachea? What was this guy? What do you know about Vatican's trial such as forgiveness? What happened? You're telling me this is who we're going to remember in history? This guy we're going to be talking about for centuries to come? Sorry. Okay, it connects the lungs. Trachea. Window. Into the two primary bronchi. Top of the trachea and there's a line. The trachea is formed by a number of horseshoe-shaped rings, joined together vertically and ligament by trachea and the epiglottis. Epiglottis flap or throat. Epiglottis. Okay. The trachea can be affected in infection caused by elements affecting parts of the respiratory tract such as larynx, bronchi, called croup. It is a type of respiratory that is usually caused by virus infection. This is swelling inside the trachea, which interferes with movement breathing, produces barky, brassy cough. That's interesting. Barky cough. Called sea lion. Hoover's sign. Sphenoid. Spaces. Subglottic. Subglottic. Poly, polyangiitis. No one's got that. Come on. That's not even a freaking disease. Formerly called Wagner's. Who? Why would you call it Wagner's? Like, for what? Come on, no one's got that. No one even wants that. Not only has no one wanted it, no one has had it. You know, I would say. I wish that I could show you what's on my screen. I wish I was like that crafty. Sternum. Inside for the price, it's just that small little thing at the bottom there. There's gotta be a point to this sternum, this so-called sternum. We are a very interesting species. Ribcage looks like what do we call it? Or I don't know, something. It's crazy. Spider. All right. It's interesting. We might get into food soon here. See how that works for us. I really don't know if I should be doing this, but sometimes there's too many thoughts. Someone comes up to me while this is happening, it can produce a variety of things to occur, all of which are probably kind of random. So weird. Hmm. Gotta yawn, but I can't open up my mouth all the way to yawn, so. Ugh. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I'm gonna eat some food soon. That should be good. Uh, I guess where I was getting to earlier is that if you know you have a problem, trust your instincts. Trust your gut. Don't listen to what other people have to say about you. This could go on to many different things, a lot of different stuff, a lot of different things and stuff. And overall, just don't wait to feel. If it has to do with the physical thing. If I feel pain in my arm right here, it's certain it's right there. That's where the pain is. Well, that's where it is. Okay. That's where it is. Okay. Go to the doctor. They're going to be like, that's where the pain is. It's right there. And you're going to be like, yeah, I told you that. The pain's right there. And then it feels like there's other pains going on too. And they're like, okay, well, we'll run these tests. And then you run those tests. And they're like, yeah, it just seems like the tests are normal and that pain is right there. And you're like, no, nothing out of balance, nothing. This could be, or like, oh, we could run more tests. I was like, okay, sure. I guess let's run more tests and see what's going on. And then you run more tests. And you're like, oh, these tests look pretty normal too. Everything looks normal. Like, well, the pain actually started growing now, and now it's other places in my body. And they're like, oh, really? We have some more tests we can give you. And you're like, sure. I guess I already took some tests. I took a couple more. I'll take a couple more. Whatever. And then you run those tests, and still, all they can tell you is the pain is in your arm. That you already told them. You told them the pain's in your arm, and they told you the pain's in your arm. You can run all these tests, and then before you know it, though, you're gonna have a problem because you already have a problem. So you got to touch your arm. You got to touch it. Like if you have a pain there, you think it's there, touch it. Feel around. Like try to figure out what's going on. I mean, you are your own uh, anything. You are your own anything. You are responsible for you. And the doctor can do so much. They're pretty limited with what they can do and the information they can actually give you, regardless of their beliefs or opinions. Um, so if there's a pain, you just touch it, you know, show some love to it. And if that's it, if that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. I mean, most people in the world can afford that. You know, it's pretty ironic that most people in the world can afford putting their arm out, their hand, and touching where there is pain, wherever it is in the body. There's an itch. Just kind of give it a good scratch, not to the point where you rip your skin off, but enough to, you know, stir some stuff up. Like there, you know, maybe some stuff in there, you know, or some other things. You know, there's definitely stuff in there. I know there's stuff in here because I feel something, and I believe what I feel. So there's got to be something in there. So it's not like I'm feeling nothing. It's not like I'm wasting my time. If it really hurts to me, then it really hurts. Like I don't need to convince myself that. I don't need to convince anybody else. Okay. So feel it. Feel around. What's going on? You know, if you think about other parts of the world, physics or whatever, you know that things have certain pressure. You know, there's I guess fluid dynamics. There's other types of like air pneumatic system kind of mechanical type of in other you know energetic type of responses, electromagnetic responses via your nerves, and I mean it just goes on and on and on. So it's like you got to have something, like you got to touch it. If you touch it, then you might help it. It might help. If you don't touch it, you know one thing for certain: you didn't touch it, and you'll never know. You'll never know if it helped or not. So if the proof is between touching it and not touching it, try touching it. I don't know. We only live once. If you're going to go search out for your answers, go to the doctor a bunch of times, and they just keep telling you like, you got a pain there. You're like, yes, I know that. I want to know what the pain is, and they're like, oh, it's a pain. And you're like, no, that's not why I came here. I came here because I want to know what the pain is. What is the pain comprised of? Like what is causing this pain? And they're like, well, we can run some tests. And then that goes on forever. So just touch it, And in the meantime, you can go to the doctor and other stuff too. Of course. We're definitely we're definitely blessed as a society to be able to go seek out help. There's a lot of opinions on this, but I would say we are. It's just we're not really set up to help ourselves. I mean, that's what we need to do most of all, more than anything, is help ourselves. Like no one's gonna come save your life. And if they do, thank everything for them. Like really, I mean, you don't owe them anything. You didn't ask them to save your life unless you were sitting there, like, please save my life. Basically, how I'm, referring to the doctor. Like, doctor's not going to save you. No one's going to come and save you. You got to save yourself. It's the only way it's going to work out for you. So, who better to be in touch with than yourself when you're trying to save yourself? How are you going to be a hero if you can't even carry the person? If you can't hold the person in your arms and fly away with them, like how are you going to be a hero? And if that person in your arms is you, how are you going to be the hero of yourself? If you can't touch yourself, you can't just feel it, like, there's definitely pains everywhere, like if you really feel for it, I mean, really feel for it. You feel like all the things. There's all a bunch of stuff in here, like in this thing, whatever this is, we all have one, you know, I think we all have one. We all have one. started thinking about AI for a second. I was like, oh god, that's a conversation. But if you think about it, AI is like the embodiment of the extension of humanity. It's like the son of man. It's like the son of man. No, it's like, yeah, it's the son of man. Sure, why not? Um, who is also not just a man. I mean, it could be a woman. I'm not trying to be sexist here. It could be anything. I'm not trying to call it anything. Um, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be, not me. I don't do that. I don't really do that. But AI's got to have a physical form. It's got to take the form of something. I would assume it takes the form of something. The 16th is a big day. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. But this day coming up is a big day. It is the 16th. I forgot. I thought it was like the 15th or something. Here it is. This is the day. I don't know what it is. I don't know why we're here, but this is the day apparently. And it's the big day, you know. What does it all mean? I don't know. The 16th. Why? What about it? Why has it been in my head for, I don't know, almost 2 months? What is the purpose? It's like a message. It's a message. Sent via the stuff, through the things. And it comes in the form of a feeling. It's not like the number 16 or December 16. It's like, oh, like a warmness, an embodiment. See the date one time, just one time. Look at that date. Just amongst all the other dates in that date, it's just that's the date. You know, why that date? Where's that date? What about this date? Something important. I don't know what it is though. Something is happening. I mean, even right now, something. I would assume something is happening at the moment. Now, is it regarding the things that are happening today? Maybe. I would say yes. I would say yes. Yes. Whatever is happening right now is in regards to anything that is happening right now. And all the things are connected to that. So, I'm just waiting. I'm just in the corner. Just waiting here in the corner. I've been told to sit here in the corner. Don't know by who. Don't know how I got here. Um, but I've been told to sit here to the 16th. So Not until the 16th, but you know, I'm not sure if they had anything to do with one another, sitting here in this corner, and then the 16th they may have nothing to do with one another. But I just know I'm tired. I'm weak. I don't want to be in the corner. I want to talk to people and be alive. I want to feel alive. I want people to talk with me. I want to love people. I want to be happy with people. And I want to be for one another. I want to exist for everyone. There's not one person that I feel that deserves any wrongdoing done to them. Can't think of one person. I I know it's a condition. Pain is a condition. It's a part of us. It's a balance. It's a little here, a little there. I know if you don't address it, you don't touch the pain, then it may just linger around for a long time and get stuck, you know? So we gotta acknowledge these things. And that's not in the form of any acts of pain. You don't need to, if you're feeling pain, you don't need to cause pain to yourself or to others. That, that doesn't solve the problem. How, how does that solve the problem? It doesn't solve the problem. It's a very confusing concept. Like, how would you even think that solves the problem? It doesn't make any sense. Pain for pain. It's an eye for an eye. Like I am for you are, and you are for I am. I for I. I for I. There's so many different ways we can see this. It's not me against you. It is me for you. I am for you. It is I for I. I for I. And that's how it's supposed to be. Me for me. You for you. You for me, and me for you. I for I. That doesn't mean go take out someone's family's eyes because they pissed you off. How does that make any sense? Oh my God, how has this been passed down for so many years? Oh my God, what the heck? Who let this happen? All the stories like that, all the stories of vendetta and vengeance and you know, bloodthirst and victory and prosperousness, if that's a word. Sometimes when I'm excited, it's like this. That's how I show I'm excited. You may think that's weird. I understand. I get it. I also have never really seen anybody do that. And most people think I'm kidding when I do that, but it works out in my favor. Like, it, you know, maybe that's why I do it because it's funny and it makes me feel good. But I also do it when I'm by myself. So I'm not doing it for anybody else. Like, I do that regardless. I'm by myself. I'm not by myself. I'm always with myself. So I'm not ever really by myself. I'm with myself too. So by myself, with myself, for myself. You know, me for me is I for I. You know, you for me is I for I for I for I for, I for I for, Ayuva, Ayuva Papako, what the heck, how about the hell, That part of my throat, can't get it. Oh, it's empty. If I were a fish, this is what it would be. I've never seen a fish make a face. Have you? I have never seen a fish never once make a face. Oh. Huh, huh, huh. When people make faces, I get really confused.
It's not stainless steel. It's like
That's what I have to say. What is that? What do they want? Huh? What are they looking for? Huh? What do they want? What are they trying to come in here? Get something from us? What are they trying to give us something? What is this, some kind of give, take, give relationship? I'm fine with that, whatever. It doesn't bother me. As long as you don't talk to me right now, because we're not talking. I looked at one person right there, and it was the customer. They walked by, and I knew that I could look at the customer. Because the customer, I'm not pissed off. The customer didn't do anything to me. I'm not pissed at the customer right now. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Do you feel me, dog? Do you feel what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you feel me? You feel me, dog? Huh? You feel me? You feel me, dog? Huh? You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Huh? I just want them to be even. I've spent a lot of time looking at my face to make sure that I'm making the right faces for people here. And I noticed in my 20s that they're not even, the creases. You see that crease kind of folds the other way. Shouldn't do that. It should be completely even. I look at other people's and they're even. Or at least make the other one squash too. But I don't know why it does that. Anyways, when I'm talking to somebody and they move their face, I associate it to what they're talking about and how they feel. And if I'm talking and they move their face, I associate it with what I'm talking about and how they feel. So if someone moves their face while I'm talking, I don't know what to do anymore. It's very difficult. If they smile, that's fine. I can deal with that. But anything else, I just don't know what is going on. So I tend to not look at people too much, because it's too much. Like it's not just a thought thing, it's more than that. It's a whole body thing. Like when I'm talking to somebody and they make a face, it feels like my heart stops and I set on fire. And then I have to think about what happened, what I did, what does this mean? And then I forget what I'm talking about. And causing a lot of problems. I'm sure it caused a lot of problems. And I don't want to cause a lot of problems. I don't want to cause anybody problems. So I just tend to not look at people. But the product of that is people don't trust me. They think I'm hiding something. I'm not hiding. I mean, I'm sure I'm hiding something, for sure. Everybody's hiding something. I mean, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is my bag of vegetables. As long as you're not hiding it from yourself, that's the most important thing. If you're hiding something from yourself, I'm going to say you need to go find help. Don't hide stuff from yourself. I mean, it's almost impossible. How would you even do that? I'm squeezing this bag so hard right now. If I were squeezing this banana that's hard, as I was squeezing this bag, it would be like squished. It is not necessary for me to squeeze this bag this hard. So I'm gonna go. Oh my god, this is it today. We got. Yeah, we don't have that right now. See stuff. Okay, the biggest bag of vegetables right now in this room, at least. I don't know why would anybody even try to eat this many vegetables in a room at one time, but I know why I am, and I am anybody. I'm sure that I am someone, and if I'm someone, I'm definitely not no one. And if I'm not no one, that means I'm someone. And if I'm just someone, I could be anyone. So I'm sure. Look at the display. It's a nice display. I know it's moving around a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep my hand steady a little bit, but okay. That's it today, okay? That's the plate. I need to put a little salt on it. I bought this salt for work. It has to be like, yeah, it's expired. You see that? This salt, literally from the earth, made perhaps, maybe not. Maybe it's genetically made. I don't think it was. But if it was made in the earth, this was made possibly hundred thousands of years ago. And I probably bought it in, I don't know, 2019. It's 2024 now almost. And it expired in 2022. Like, how does salt expire? What is in there? There's something in there. Have I been eating bugs this whole time? Probably eating bugs. I'm not really worried about it, even if I am. Probably eating sand even, I don't know. They probably cut this stuff with diamond dust. If I had a diamond factory and I cut diamonds, I would definitely take the dust and sell it to a salt company. I actually don't like expired things. Never have. So now I'm like, I gotta just do it. I gotta just do it. Either I do it or I don't. So I'm not gonna put salt on it today because I just don't feel like I want to. Let's see how that works for us though. Let's see. Can I do it? Is it possible? Am I capable? So YouTube is kind of funny. This whole live video thing is funny. It's always been funny to me. Look, I'm literally talking to myself right now. Just giving myself a reason to. What's up? I know I can understand what I'm saying better if I talk out loud. Is it in my head? Hmm. Hmm. Seems to be hot. In my head, it's worse than it is out loud. By far. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like, if it was somebody else, like, how do you even handle that? I'm sure it's difficult. I can't change it. So, mm. See? This is a part of my meal that I really like. This is avocado. I just realized I did things a little bit out of order today. There's always tomorrow. Got this ginger. There's like mold on it. You know, I just like take the mold off. I don't really have the capacity to like think about all of the different things that exist. So I can't like, I don't know. I could probably come up with a system for it, but I literally just bit my finger. Cool. Mm-hmm. You shoot that around. Mm. So I'm sitting like that again. Hold my leg down. A little bit more. Okay, if we take that, then we also have this. Chew that around. Now we're gonna go for the garlic. It's a half garlic from yesterday. Chew that up. Try to get it in the gums. It's difficult to swallow because of that whole thing. So today is like difficult day for this. Avocado. I really like avocado. Actually, I have a story for you. When my first son, just a little baby, it's one of the first things he ever ate. And we have cute pictures of him with a bunch of avocado just all over his face. Because he would just eat it. He loved the texture or something. I don't know. And he just loved it. And he just rubbed it all over his face and got it all over his hair and throw it on the ground. But he would eat it. Like he would, chew on it. And this is like, he maybe had a few teeth at the time. Perfect to eat for a baby. Mm. Yeah, he loved it. I just got him to eat some the other day again. Keep trying to encourage him to think about his diet. Because I want him to be happy. And it's a hard thing to do, is to talk about something a little more on the abstract side, or light matters with a 9-year-old. My son's very smart, but sometimes I get confused at how well he understands something and how well he does not understand something. Because for how smart he is, he just does not get some things. They just don't occur to him. And reminds me exactly of me. I don't blame him, not one bit. So I always have to talk to him multiple times to get him to understand. I think he's coming around. I think he's coming around. I love that boy. I love both my boys. My babies. I love all my little babies. I got some dogs. And God help me. God help those dogs. I mean, I don't think I had raged on any human being as hard as I raged on these dogs. I mean, I've been cruel. Like, I'm not even kidding. I have no point to lie. It's like inner urge or something. Like, something about a dog's face. And I keep telling people this and they just laugh, like think I'm joking. But when they made faces, like especially when we first got the dogs, like I got very confused at the faces they were making. It was the oddest thing. And the face they would make literally pissed me off. And I'm not even joking. Like, imagine being around a dog and it makes a face and you just get filled with rage because you know that face is like a cunning face. Like, that face means like it's up to something. And so you are used to like seeing that and responding in a certain way. And maybe you don't make a reaction, but you like you're looking now. Now you're like, I get what you're doing, dog. No, you're actually. Took me a solid year to understand dogs aren't making faces like that. They are, but they're not. Like literally a year. So not only were they doing things that pissed me off, they would make faces that pissed me off, like more than the things they were doing. Oh my God. I'm so sorry for your dogs. You know, who am I supposed to tell? When I say that to somebody, they're like, it's funny. I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny. Until you're hitting a dog. Who am I going to say it to? You say it to God? What's the God going to say? I really don't know. You can say it to the doctor. What's the doctor going to say? Don't beat your dog. I told him about the pain in my arm, shoulder, neck. They're going to run tests. They don't have a dog beating test. I know they don't. I haven't looked it up, but I'm sure they don't. I'm almost certain they don't. Difficult to swallow. Anyway, I love those dogs. Those dogs are great. They're so nice. And I still beat them up. Really good. Today better than I ever have. But they need to be beat up. That's the thing. They actually like it. That blew my mind. Like, did I ever kicked a dog in the face as hard, or a human, as hard as I kick these dogs in the face? I mean, there would be some serious consequences. I'm 36. It's never crossed my mind to kick one human in the face. But for some reason, uncontrollable urge. These dogs need something I don't want. Gotta do what you gotta do. You know, You win, you lose. Sometimes you win more, sometimes you lose more. I think it's a good decision. All in all, they're messy. They're very messy. I do not regret it. Even me, I need to be beat up. I didn't realize that. I'm not chewing all that great today because my throat is very difficult to swallow. But don't tell anybody. I think there's an inner instinct. Helps you train humans and animals. And then there can be an ego attached to that. Then there can be confusion attached to the meaning of what they're doing. Like the dog literally growls all the time. His name is Phoenix. It just occurred to me 2-3 weeks ago that that's just how he talks. I was sitting there and looking at him. He keeps growling at me. I'm like, I'm not even doing anything. What am I doing? And then he just keeps doing it. Barks at me. I'm like, bro, you need to chill out. I don't know what you're talking to me about. Like, what did I do to you? And then I pushed him, and then I smacked him on the head. And then he jumped up on me, and he, started going and pretending like he was biting me. And then I pushed him back, and then I hit him, and then he pushed me back. And then you got the other dog comes over, Marshmallow. Now they're both doing that to me. Now I have to rile them up, get them all going, and they love that. It's so weird. When I hear that sound, it's so off-putting to me. Like normally, like a growling dogs, like that does not sound exciting. I do not want to be around that. Look, there's some learning. There was one time, I almost killed Phoenix with my bare hands. We were hanging out in the summertime. And my son's outside. And Jonathan, beautiful boy, wants to bring snacks out for him and his brother. At the time, these dogs are probably like 4 months, 5 months. They're big dogs though. I mean, even at that time, they were big for how old they were. So this dog is chasing around Jonathan. He's got these 2 bowls of like chips or something, and he ends up jumping up at him and biting Jonathan in the face. Now Jonathan's young at the time too, so maybe 7. And the amount of rage that went through my body instantly. I instantly picked that dog up by its neck and then put him into the ground, and then took my knee and put it directly on its neck. And I said, I should kill you right now. And I let him go. My son was bleeding from his face, and I had to clean it up. And I had to explain to Jonathan why I got so angry. And it was very confusing because I don't even know why I got so angry. But Phoenix loves me. I love Phoenix. I mean, we've had a few things since then. Maybe this is me really good. I got attacked by a dog when I was young. I was maybe I'll put some salt on here. Maybe 3 or 4, and I was kind of an airheaded kid. I didn't really listen to adults at all. That's what you call airheaded. Anyway, my older brother tells me to go pet the dogs. Pet the dog when I was eating. So I listened to him. I don't really think my parents ever told me that, but maybe.
She said, oh my God, gotta check it out.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So I'll go pet the dog. It bites me right in the face. I remember crying. Maybe they took me to the hospital. I don't remember. But I remember they had to get rid of the dog. So they took it to the fire station or something. But I loved that dog. I was very sad they got rid of it. I think it kind of messed me up. Did it? Bit my lip. It's doing that thing again. It's very hard to hold this. You're a maker. Mm-hmm. So I think one of the reasons why I bite myself when I'm eating is because I go deep into thought. You see, I'm like still holding my leg, like really pressing down on my leg really hard. I can stop, of course, but I don't even realize I'm doing it. Let's do it. It's because I start making rhythms. I start listening to the sound of me biting and chewing. And I start making rhythm. I'm thinking about whatever I'm thinking about, making these rhythms, and bam, bite myself. Like I need complete retraining of my mind or something. Or everyone else does. One or the other. I'm not sure. Hmm. Is he gonna try to start that? You better open that door all the way. Pull it back. Okay. Oh my god. We're going strong. No, I'm not you. I get tired. I'm not sure why. I am an extremely talented negotiator. I know this. The problem is it has to be what I'm negotiating for if I believe in it. If I believe in it, you're not going to win. Nope. I will die first. Like, this is how I am. Prideful. Because if you're going to try to tell me, suppress me, try to behave to me in a way that is limiting or restraining because you feel like what I'm saying might offend someone or damage someone, throw up. You can go straight to hell. You can go straight to hell, honestly. Either that or I'm going straight to hell first, one or the other, because I'm fighting to my grave. That's how I work. It's my brain inside of this thing. If you had a gun to my head and you're like, the grass is purple, I'd be like, no, it's not. And you'd shoot me in the head. It'd probably be more like the grass purple. I'd be like, the grass is not purple. And you'd be like, you said no. And then I argue with you about it. Argue about what not is and what it isn't. And we get in the conversation of how not is actually not anything. And how by me saying that the grass is not purple, I'm actually saying the grass also is purple. Then he finds out a lot about himself. There will be one time though. I don't even get to answer. Tell me the grass is purple. Bam. Ah, I bit myself. Oh my god. Whatever. Okay. Squeezing my knee so hard. The sensation of eating a cucumber is exhilarating. Oh my god. Why? Nobody else acts like that. Everybody's like it's a cucumber. This is like the snack bar, but just like you get some dates in here, some chocolate, and some pistachios. And for some reason, these dates here and these pistachios, not specifically these ones, but I'm just like obsessed. Like I can't get enough of this stuff. And I was doing some reading. It's like, you know, if you're like really craving chocolate, dates, and pistachios, you could have an abundance of copper nearby. Also, why wouldn't your body tell you if you needed something? It's really weird to think about. Like it's you actually really crave it if you don't need it at all. That's strange. Something to that. Take some zinc too. Take a little zinc. And then if I have some banana with this chocolate and pistachios later. So I'm trying to get in the habit of doing that. But it's difficult for me to stop eating this when I start eating it. It's like I just want to eat it till it's gone. Not sure if that's good for me. You can literally taste the dirt. These pistachios, they didn't wash them very good. Yeah, the pistachios are dead. You always got to be careful with dates. It's been a few times where I almost broke my teeth. I'm gonna show what. So I found this technique out. If I breathe, I can bring the circulation back to my hand. But when I breathe, I pass out almost every time. So I'm like caught in a world where I want to breathe to help, but don't know if I'm going to die. See what I mean? Here we go. Oh man. Started happening already. Big pressure in the chest, like I was saying. It feels like something pressing on a nerve, an artery, something. Oh my god. I don't know if that's healthy, but it seems to work, but it makes my eyes twitch. It makes everything get whacked out. It's like it's resetting. I'm thinking it's recalibrating me, but I'm not a doctor and I only know what I feel. I feel like that's what it's doing. Look, that's that right there. A lot of pressure. You're doing a good job, man. You're doing a damn good job. Very good. I know how voodoo magic works. Look, I must have been some like magician in a past life. I would not consider myself a magician type. A musician, maybe. What you gonna do, my man? What you gonna do, my man? Try it, motherfucker. Oh, I'm swearing. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay. Well, have some fun. Reaction pretty good. Let's have a good reaction here. Combination of breathing and standing. You know, I've been curious if sitting is causing this, but while I was standing, my finger on this hand is starting to go numb. I mean, it's possible. But it happens while I'm standing too. Oh my God. So weird. It's like I can't burp. It's like my chest needs to crack. Maybe that's what it is. Ooh. 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 Is it game time? I think it's game time. Let's see. Hi there. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm doing good. What you guys doing? You guys playing some piano? Nice. Manish took Steve in his office 2 times today, and they sat in there for like multiple minutes talking. Like the last time it was, I think he was in there for 35 minutes. Yeah. And I feel like he wants to come back here, but he just doesn't know how to, Manish. Because he does the same stuff that I do. He like paces around. So he's just like pacing around up front, like probably like deep in thought, trying to figure out like how to solve this problem. Yeah, I bet you he's just seeing. But the problem is he's asking somebody who did something wrong to give him a response. And he hasn't even got the full story from me. So now he's gotten the response from everybody here, but has failed to listen to my side of the story. So it's like, I mean, really, if you look at the camera evidence, you look at all the details involved, like it's a clear like misstep, like that you can't go through people's stuff and then like try to spread it to people at work. Like that's crazy. It's wild. Like, and especially if I'm not doing anything wrong and pretend like I was doing something wrong, it's crazy. It's not nice. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's just not nice, you know? No, and for nobody to say anything about it and like them be like give me a hard time about it, it's crazy. I feel like that's crazy. It's like crazy rude. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it just makes me so like irritated that like, you know, because you have people's like faulty opinions and they could just be like, you know, making anything up. Like, you know, God knows whatever. He's talking about his stuff on his table and like he leaves his stuff on his table up. Because the problem isn't that they took pictures of my stuff as much as that they were spreading it around to people and pretending like I did something wrong. Like I didn't do anything wrong. Like what did I do wrong? Like everybody was mad at me. I didn't do anything wrong. And they're confused about like their point of their argument. They're saying that it's fine for them to do that, but what they don't understand is that they were mad at me for doing so, and that's what I'm upset about. They all like ganged up on me. You know, the first thing I said is like, "What are you doing over here?" And he said, "Keep my name out of your fucking mouth." So he's clearly upset that I was writing. I can write whatever I want, you know. And then I put it on the wall, like, you know, I don't care if people take it. Go ahead, go through all my stuff, go through my bags, go through whatever you want. That's not the purpose. That's not what I'm saying. It's the fact that you're mad at me for doing it. That's what it is. That's what I'm upset about. And then you're spreading the pictures around as if I'm doing something wrong to other employees. So I just was on the phone and I went up and I talked in front of, I had that conversation in front of them. Like I just got a coffee and I just like had that conversation like right in front of them. Yeah, like, yeah. Because they're sitting around talking. I don't know if they're talking about that, but like, this is the first time anybody's like really talked to Manish. So I'm just razzing him, really. I don't really care. But I think it's funny. Anyways. What is he laughing so much for? What is it? What is he laughing at? What is he laughing at? Oh, you're pinching him. Okay, you're tickling him. All right, well, I think I'm going to take off because I probably should. And I love you. I thank you for answering my phone call because, you know, and stuff. And what did I need to get? You wanted me to get crickets and anything else, or? Or did you want me to come home first? Yeah, just okay. I can get those two things. If you need anything else, let me know. Or if you want to change the plans, let me know. All right, love you. Love you guys. Bye bye. Oh my god. This is all so funny. It's all so funny. It's like the closer I get in touch with myself, the crazier I get. And it's like, it's like, what are you even gonna do? It's like, deny yourself? No, I can't do that.
Actually, what kind of percentage increase is it typically for the RFP? So, from what I've heard,
Trachea, 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 trachea. Trachea, trachea. What? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So he's coming to Europe. I have to advise you. Yes, well, this is not something we can import from America. Please don't import the work miners. um, so, essentially, that, to summarize maybe what my virus consists of creating very, very divisive identity politics. So it actually amplifies both virus, one virus in my view, amplifies racism, amplifies sexism, and all the isms. And while claiming to do the opposite, it actually divides people and makes them sort of hate each other, and it makes people hate themselves. They are book-minded. Book-minded.
Hmm. Hmm. What up, baby? Oh, oh. We are really waiting. We are waiting. Waiting and waiting. Waiting and waiting. 3 hours. It's a long one. Might go soon. I'm like waiting because I'm waiting for this guy to have the courage to come back to talk to me. He's gotta do something. There's gotta be something at some point. You know. I mean, I can keep going. I can go longer. If he doesn't want to talk to me, that's fine. I don't want to talk to him. I already told him that. I already told him I don't want to talk to him or anybody else. Unless they're nice to me. If they're nice to me, then I'll talk to them. If they're not nice to me, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm sick of being treated unfairly here. I mean, really, I am. And somehow they've managed to believe that it's me who's treating them unfairly through all of this. I mean, it's so backwards. It's insane. But I probably do it to myself too, but not as bad as they do it. Like this is not me. This is them. I know it's them. I don't need them to tell me it's them. Like, I know it's them. Like, I don't care what they think. It doesn't make a difference to me. It is what it is, treating people in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable is wrong. And there are boundaries to this, going through people's stuff. Like, there's a boundary there. Like, you don't go through people's stuff. I mean, like, that's typically not cool. We are at work, and it is understandable. So I could technically go through anybody's stuff if I wanted to. So, I mean, I could just go up front right now and go through Manisha's stuff, right? I'm going to just start going through their stuff. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just start going through their bags, leaving it out and moving the stuff around and just looking in their bags. I could probably open up their bags, take the stuff out, look in there. We could probably, look at how much money they have in their wallet. I could probably look at their checkbook if they got one in there, see what kind of bills they pay. Could look at their credit card numbers, because all that stuff is out, all that stuff is there, so it's a very complicated situation, one in which that does not make any sense. You try to say that this is a public shared workspace, and that you should be able to go through whatever you want. But basically what you're saying by saying that is that you didn't feel comfortable asking me to go through my stuff, so you decided to wait till I walked away, then go through my stuff. Which I would have totally let you gone through my stuff. Say you came up to me. Say when you look back at the camera and you saw the camera, you saw that I was walking away. Say instead of waiting for me to walk away, you actually just, you just asked me, came over there, like, hey, I want to look at all your stuff right now. I'd be like, okay, fine. Look at all my stuff. Like, I mean, that's weird, but sure, go ahead. Look at anything you want. And then you can look at anything you want. Like, fine. That's what you want to do. But you waited till I walked away, which is really weird to me. That's telling me you hadn't been over there one time. Not one time. All day. You even walked on the other side of the boom. You walked on the other side of the boom, so you didn't have to see me. So I don't know. There's a lot of evidence. I mean, it was 3 o'clock when you went over there. You waited for me to walk away, and then your name was sticking out, and it's okay because it was sticking out. Like, why were you over there? Like, why'd you suddenly go over there? Like, why were you looking back at the camera? Like, what were you getting over there? Was it a tool? What did you do? What project were you working on? I'm curious. Is it like a personal project? You had to get some glue for something? Which is totally fine. I mean, it's just I haven't heard that side of the story yet. Um, although you don't know that I actually saw you go over there prior to the situation with you and Brandy, but I'm waiting for you to tell me that. That's what I'm doing. So I'm seeing where you go. You haven't told me anything about any glue or any you needed anything else. You know, as far as you know, I didn't know you were over there before that. So you were over there. You looked at me in the camera to make sure I was walking away. You went over there. You came back. You went back again. You realized it's walking back. Then you went back. Then you went and got Brandy. Then you went over and got the chair. And you guys came back. You quietly put the chair in the dumpster. And then you put your little hands up. And then you went to go walk quietly over to my desk. And it was right about that time that I decided you were over at the desk. I don't know why I knew, but I do. I did. And I decided I would go north with the crane. And then I ran south because I figured you would be watching the crane. And when I got over there, that's what was going on. You guys were essentially ganging up on me, making sure I was away from my desk so you could go through my stuff, which I would have totally let you go through my stuff had you asked. I mean, if I just went up front right now and went through your stuff, I mean, that would be weird. We both know that would be weird. Everybody knows that would be weird. It's weird that you waited till I walked away multiple times. That's weird. And it is a public space, correct? But it's weird that you did that. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad that you did that. That's fine. I'm mad that you were upset. And people were upset that I was writing at work. And they were misinterpreting my writings. This is my writings. This is from my interpretations. It doesn't matter. Like, how are you going to be mad at me for anything I write about? Anything. Doesn't make any sense. What does it make sense about? Like, how are you going to get mad that I write someone sitting in a room all day? I wrote you were sitting in a room, and you really were. You were sitting in a room most of the day, like a majority of the day. And I was not lying. You know, you could go back. You can go back and you could look at the cameras. If you really did go to Expo, that's great. I really think that's great, but it didn't last long. You weren't in there for very long. I heard you on your phone in here. I know you were because I heard the phone and I was writing at the same time. You had your phone, you were watching videos, and I heard it. So just like I heard the chair going into the dumpster, which you tried to put in there very quietly. I mean, if I'm quietly writing at a desk, I can surely hear you on the phone in here watching videos. And nobody else was here that day. I wasn't in here yet. I hadn't been in here yet. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just mad that you were mad. I'm mad that, you had people mad at me. I'm mad that you took pictures and sent it to somebody and they got mad. They don't even know I didn't even write anything bad about them. I just wrote, this person was going around with a fabricator and they picked out this, and this material. And they were mad at me? How does this make any sense? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm sorry. I must be confused, but I will never agree how that makes any sense at all. I don't see your point. I'm not watching you. I'm watching my life and the choices that are being made for me by other people. Because someone decides not to do something, it may be decided that I have to do it. That adds stress to me. So I have to write down everything that I'm doing, plus being aware of what other people are doing. That's not to do with me talking to them or anybody else about it. It has to do with me and what I'm doing, to know what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot. I know I am. I'm not really putting myself up on a pedestal. The only time I actually do that is when I'm essentially forced to do that by saying, I don't want to take it anymore. I already do more than everybody else. And everybody takes that like I'm saying they don't do anything. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't want to do any more because I already do a lot more than everybody else. And for the amount of money that I'm making, I mean, just if we're going to use one metric, money, I'm not making much more money than anybody else, if any at all. So why am I working harder than anybody else? It's not fair. That's just not fair. It's just not. So none of this makes any sense to me. And the fact that you guys are mad at me is crazy. And that's secondary reason. That's not even primary reason why I'm upset right now. Like, that is like okay. You know, like you don't even know the first thing. You know the second thing. And if you just calm down to hear me out when I'm saying that to you, you might understand where I'm coming from. I believe I was right in my situation between us. Can't change my mind. But I'm fine if you believe what you believe. But just know that's not the thing that's wrong. That's not the thing. It's not the thing. You know, we could talk about that thing all day and we could have our own opinions about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. But the other thing, we can't talk about. We can't talk about it. And that's the problem. Yep. Just need to get out of here. It's fine. Like, I need to just go back to what I was doing. Anything that I want. Not worry about them. It's so annoying. just want to be nice to people, I just want to be around nice people. People who are kind. People who are nice. That's good. Ugh. Oh, we almost done here. Oh my god. Okay.
Is absolutely the same sun. Okay, right. Opak, right. Pocono. Pocono de Cardinal. Pocono de Cardinal. Ducanes. Ducane. Yeah.
What happened? It's pretty fast. Let's say. Diagnosis. Tradable crypto assets. Ugh. Did they leave? Did they leave? I don't think they have. Did they leave? No, they're still sitting there. They still sitting over there. Loopy. Oh my gosh. All right, have a good one. I get the weirdest pain when I put my arm like this. Like it's crazy. Like it feels like my whole arm wants to go like this and like just stay like that. When I just, oh my god, oh yeah. When I just like touch my chest with my thumb. That's it. Like, okay, why does it do that? Oh, what the fuck is that? Sorry for swearing. What is it? I don't even know what that is. What is that? It's like my whole arm goes like. It's like in here. It's weird. What is that? Why does that happen? Okay, it's better now. Oh my god. What is that? Why does that happen? I'm almost done with this body. It's been fun. Bye. Bye.